that particular time, our girl is zipped. Yeah, Nikon down in that. Nikon done. Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
Hey. Nilikuwa ndani, like the stupid idiot I was. You know, right now I look at myself and be like, are you stupid? Are you foolish? What kind of rubbish is this? You know? You're all doing fine. I am doing very, very, very much okay. Your baby girl is back on the screens. Anyway, guys, how you doing? I have missed you, my darlings. I have really missed you. Like, I had really, really extremely missed you. But yes, lo and behold, baby girl is back on the scene, on the set, to discuss and give you some tea. I know if this is the first time you've seen this gorgeous baby girl, my name is Wambui Kidkora. Yes, and welcome to my channel. This is where we do lifestyle, travel, and story time. Since I'm back in the screens, I got some tea, baby. Some tea, baby. We're still stuck in 2,900 subscribers, by the way. I want you guys to at least subscribe. Let's get to 3,000 by end of this particular video. And yes, guys, yes, I am back on the screens like I never left the bold, beautiful baby girl. Anyway, let's hop into the video. So, the tea is here. The tea is to be poured. All right? And what? Nairobi dating scene. Wababa's edition. Wababa, I mean married men. Anyway, guys, straight to the video. Is it me or Wababas are becoming too much? Hey, okay. So, I mean, in current social interactions in Nairobi, or rather in Kenya, the rate of single men engaging in social interactions has been declining, and the rate of Wababas, that is married men into social interactions, it's getting high. I'll give you a story time. So over in the past, this is a story, I don't want to put the timeline, but it's my personal story. And some while ago, I was up and about, you know, in my early 20s. Sometimes you go freely. Yeah, let's go to the club, let's drink. I mean, kata sim, niko site. Kata sim, niko site. I mean, I was in the site. I was in the club this particular time. It was around, okay, that particular time was around towards my birthday. And that particular time, I was living the life. It's not like I'm not living the life, but I'm living the life in a different angle right now compared to that time. And I was in the club, you know, myself and a couple of friends of mine, we had gone out. Basically, I found them in the club where we were supposed to actually go together, but I got late. So I got there late also as well. So when I got there, we were doing preparations towards my birthday. We were planning a few things and whatnot. And I just get to this particular club. It's a big club, man. It's a big club. By then, it was a kind of new. So we were trying to hype the place. It was on a Saturday. So this particular time, we went, found my friends there, whatnot. So we had a good time. So in the midst of having a good time, we sitting here like a couple of like 3 or 4 chiles. And then, you know, those two small groups are usually found within the club and stuff like. So, see, we are having a good time. And then Mimi, for those people who know me on a personal level, they know I'm a reggae fanatic. I mean, I love some good corporate reggae. Yani, I'm the kind of person who would jump to a really nice reggae vibe. You know? Yani, shere polite, if you understand what I mean. Shere polite. Nime relax, drink yangu iko hapa. I'm taking my nice whiskey, you know? I'm just having a good time, some nice to reggae jams, you know, some dance. By the way, for those who know me, they know how much I love going to Doti family. That is, they do corporate reggae. And shout out to Chris Darling, shout out to Kadamawi, shout out to the team. And yeah, so I was, and that particular time, it was not jamming reggae, it was on a Saturday, you know. So me, I come in, this particular club, I come in a couple of friends. And this particular club has different floors. It has ground floor, first floor, and you know, it's like a big club. So, or basically, it has the bottom, the ground floor, and the first floor. So we were sitting in the ground floor. You know, being on a Saturday, it was not really much packed, and it was around 6, 7 around there. So we seated just having our drinks. Kidogo DJ hypes the place just to, you know, welcome the crowd and whatnot. Seriously, with the baby girls, tumesimama, tumekati, Nakwambia, kata iligongo nini mifupa before whatever meno ishe, whatever it is. But we were having a good time. So closer to us, we had some small other groups of people. So closer to us, there was another table. There seated some few gentlemen, and I had not really noticed them because I came late. But a friend of mine told me, hey, there's some guys who were seated there who were looking good and whatnot. So me, I was like, me tu nikatupa jisho ile like, who is that? So there were like 4 gentlemen seated somewhere. They were just having their own drinks, talking. You know, men don't do a lot within the club. It's the ladies who do just the extra, I'm telling you. So where we seated, they're seated like, just, I think there's a table and then there's another one. Like, that's where they were seated. So me looked to Bajicho, nikona moja, me, I didn't even bother. So me, the night inaendelea, sisi we're just having our thing. It's 9, 10, 11. So in the midst of it all, see, maybe, you know me, I'm the kind of person, if I go out, sherehe ni sherehe. Sherehe kisunzi, all the way. People who know me, when I go out, it's about that time. In a minute. It's about that time. But I'm not the kind of person who kuchoma, so mupiga sherehe na. But me, we just have a good time because I cannot leave my house, go to a club, pretend as if I'm in a parents' gathering. Doing what? Abby? Doing what? Me, I'm going to have a good time. You like it or not? I do not give a about it. Me, I'm going to have a good time. Nico side, kata same. That's it. So me, I'm having a good time. I even forgot there are people within the club. You know, when I get in the club, me may just forget the other people. Me just enjoy my drink. I dance. I ensure the DJ is playing good music. I respond because that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, support the DJ. He's here for his bread and butter. Can you please dance? You know, Abby? Dance. Can you dance? Can you enjoy? Can you have a good time? Maybe I'm not the kind of people who go and sit in a club and be like, just drinking. What's the difference? So me, I'm having a good time. I even forgot I even people around me. You understand? So one of the waitresses comes and tells me, and comes with a drink. And he'd be like, hi, there's a gentleman. She came straight to me. Hi, there's a gentleman there who has bought you this drink. I'd be like, the drink was Black Label. So I was like, who is that? Who's buying me Black Label? You know? We do not know each other like that, baby boy. We do not know each other. So me, Nico, like, okay, who is this? I will not accept a drink if I don't know who it is from. You understand? First of all, I need to check if it is sealed. Second of all, yes, it's Black Label. I'll take whiskey. That's okay. So you'd be like, she turned and told me, the gentleman seated there. There's another, the gentleman seated there. One of them bought your drink. I asked who in specific. So she told me there's a gentleman who has a cape on it. So I was like, okay. So I told her, okay, fine, put the drink. I'll go talk to him. You know, it's, for me, it's very courteous for you. If someone buys your drink, like, it's good you go and probably say hi and say thank you for buying me the drink. So I mean, nimekaa niko like, okay. So I just left. I told my friend, "Ewe kai drink apato sifungue. Acha tuiangalie vizuri." So I left with the watchers. She went and put the guy. I went there. So I said hi to the 4 guys. Kumbe, it's a table that when you walikuwa pale, the gentleman that one of my friends was telling me, there's some guys who are sitting there who are pulling some signals or whatnot, you know. See me one guy. I went and said hi. So after, see, the lady showed me the kind of guy, the guy who sent me the drink. So I went and said hi, how are you? I introduced myself. The waitress tells me you bought me a drink. She'd be like, oh yeah, I just thought you're having a good time, I should add you a drink. I was like, thank you, but it was not really necessary, but thank you. And I'm like, no, I insist. You like, you were dancing, you were having a good time, so I thought, why should I not buy you a drink to add to it, you know? For the more it's really early, like in the night, it's around 10 until 12, you can probably take the drink. And then I said thank you, and I appreciate. And then the guy was cool, thank you. So I went back to the table. Then when I went there, friends of mine, like the ladies I was with, they were like, baby girl, umekuja tu na ushanuliwa mzinga, is how? Farm radar? We do not understand. I was like, he just brought me a drink, and we are drinking this alcohol. After all, we came to the club to drink alcohol. That's why I sip my alcohol. So I took a drink, tukapiga mpaka shots. Me go like, nice song. Pop, isonge, pop, isonge. Some people sitting there, we just having our drinks. The night ended well. Not the night ended well. So the night went on around 11, 12, 1, 2. So at around 2 or 3, I was kind of feeling a little bit of tired. So being the following day, being a Sunday, I'm a kind of person who goes to church. So been in the club since 7, and it's around 2 a.m. I thought it was fit enough for me to actually go and sleep. For the more, where the club was and where I used to reside was quite far. It was far. But the things we do for sherehe, the things we do for sherehe, Mimi, it was quite far. It was, Wambui. It's like, I don't know how to estimate even the kilometers, but it's far. But it was a nice club. So around 2, I told my friends I'm about to go. So I told them about the bag as I go and go to the washrooms, and then I come back so that I can leave. You know, I had already started ordering an Uber. So when I was just moving from the table where we are, heading towards the direction of the washrooms, you have to pass by where the guys are sitting. So when I was there, when I was just passing by, the guy called me. He was like, excuse me? You know, we had not really even known each other's names and whatnot. So if he told me his name, I cannot remember, honestly. It was the so he called me. I'll be like, oh, So can I remember? Oh, by the way, I'm also planning to leave. Do you mind if I have your number? And then I'm like, okay, I'll give you my number. Me, I'm the kind of person, hey, nowadays, I'll give you my number if you ask for my number. I'll give you my number. But the connections for you and I to be speaking, it's either to pick up Bluetooth, ni kuongelesha. Mambo ni mawi, masando machache. So I decided, this guy's bought me a drink. It will be courteous enough for me to give him his number. So, you know what I decided? I'm not going to give this person my personal number. I'm going to give you my business line. So I gave them my business line. And by you can call me. And you know, the business line is still in my phone. But that's a subsidiary line that I use. So I nikampatia number and I even forgot and I left. Nikenda Luo, came back, took an Uber, home. So I get home at around 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I am tired. May just come freshen up, blah blah blah, get in bed. You know, so me can get bed, nika doze. So me, upon sleeping, me nika lal, and I even forget about it. And I forgot to actually set an alarm. So fast forward again. That particular week, the following week went well. I started going to work, and that's but around Wednesday, I started getting a text. hi, this is blah blah blah, we met in this particular club, blah blah blah. I was like, oh hi, I had even forgotten about that guy. I had really forgotten about him. So many nikachukua were like, oh yeah. So I checked the profile picture, and then I saw him. I was like, oh okay, this is the guy who bought me a drink, you know. So we started chatting, you know, and that chat interaction and whatnot, how are you, blah 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 blah, you know. And that heads from one place to another, getting to know each other from the names to what you do. You know those formal interactions that you do with people kwanza before you mwanze kuzoeana. So tukaanza kuongea, what not, ask a few questions, get to a point where you even get to a point like you're so used to other you asking about even personal questions, nini. So this guy, in the process of us having that particular interaction, that is over, I would fast forward it to a couple of months. Like, you know how talking stage is, in you can have that talking stage with somebody. I had started getting used to him, being him. You would call, you would text, you would do, and you know the problem with now the calling and the texting, you become so attached, especially when somebody seems to have some characteristics you've been looking for. At that particular time, I was very single, very extremely single. I was a freelancer in this town, which I am. That's a story for another day. But like, you start getting to know him. Even if when you actually look at the age difference between you and I and him, so you kind of have the same experiences and whatnot. Fast forward, we started going to even dates, lunches. Way, guys, and I remember, like, we had this very cool space that we used to talk, talk to each other concerning how your day was. I know there's nothing as bad as you really interacting with somebody on a very personal level. You're being very completely honest, and for them, you tend to feel they're also completely honest. Like, you interact in a certain kind of level, like it's a very strong bond of friendship. Uko wapi guys, uko wapi kuja nikubaye lunch, uko wapi iko hivi nimepitia place fulani naona kama uko karibu, blah blah blah. You know, those kind of come lunch, come nini, those things. Let's hang out, let's go to the, you know, let me drop you home, nini, like those things. We had become so closely knit, and it got to a point where we started having feelings for each other. I would say it was a mutual thing, because I'm not the one who started it. I kind of had some feelings after a couple of months. That is almost 9 months, heading towards 10 months, you know. And none of us had gone to each other's houses. You know, we even used to speak at night. I don't know, when you speak at night, ladies have this thing like, and the problem is, especially in Nairobi, we do not ask if somebody has somebody. That nonsense, that bullshit that ladies do. Ama nikuje nipate mtu akona nini kinyasa ya Manchester kwa nyumba. That's what people do. But they do not go straight to the point and ask people, are you dating somebody? Are you seeing somebody? Excuse me. So, we flowed. So where now this story comes in is, it's a year plus. So that time we are, you know, we are engaging. So you would find, for him, his career was quite engaging. Most of the time he would either be within town or out of town. So most of the time we would not have that interaction of coming to each other's place. So I remember this particular time I started into I was home over the weekend, so I decided, let me invite him for lunch. And by me as an individual, honestly, I'm the kind of person, if I invite you for lunch, I cook full blown. I will do whatever it is. If you're doing pasta, if you're doing rice, if you're doing ugali, if you're doing what with beef stew, or we have chicken, I'll have some salad, I'll have some. I'm the kind of person who goes full blown for my visitors who come to my house, honestly. Or if I decide to invite you, or you know, I'm the kind of person who will cook. You'll find even blended juice. Yani mimi ni wife material tu ni bwana sina. That's what I'm trying to say. Me, I will cook by the. It's because I've okay. it's courteous enough for you if you invite somebody to your place. Food is very essential. There's no way you can go and have a meeting with somebody without taking either a sip of like drinks or food. So me, naturally, if you come to my house, I don't care if your eaters outside with what, I will cook for you, by the way. And I will sure I'll have prepared some really nice meal so that you can enjoy, you know? And me, I did that. Me, I did some really nice pilau. I did also some liver. I did some some salad, you know. I also did some vegetables on the side. I did blend some juice. And then, so when I invited him, so he came. Me, I knew, see me, we are good pals. Where come? So he came, tukakaa chini, tukakula nini. I gave him the pin. He came, akafika. He left his moti outside, so he came, kamwambia mpaka hapi. He used to drop me when we are together, probably, but he had never entered my house. And the good thing about him, he had really not pressured to actually come to my house or something of a sort. Because I prefer me doing the invites compared to somebody pressuring me to actually come in to my place. Because I wonder, what the fuck? Why do you want to come to my place? I mean, wait until I invite you to my place. It's not like I don't feel comfortable inviting you to my place. It's just that I prefer doing the invites. This is my place. This is my safe space. I would just not want to bring anybody into my safe space, by the way. I just don't. Honestly, I don't. And this is to also, even a couple of friends of mine who are very, very good friends of mine, but honestly, they've never come to my house. It's because I tend to feel this is the only space that I have in terms of privacy. Because the minute I leave this door, there's like I'm mixing with the outside world. I mean, my house is my soul, is my small safe space. If you understand what I mean. As much as I'm an extrovert, there's some aspects of me that are very much introverted, especially when it comes to privacy, you know. And I take my house with utmost respect, and I just don't want anybody anywhere. You know, there's a way I like doing my things. And I'm very selective the kind of people I invite into my inner space. Because the minute you see me inviting you to my house, that means you're very close to me and I can trust you. So this time, we have already created the bond, man. So I told him, hey, you come. That particular time, I remember, the previous day, he had come from a job assignment that is outside of town. So he came. So when I invited him, he'd be like, are you sure? He asked me, are you sure? I'm like, hey, you come. I didn't tell him I'm cooking, but when he came to my house. Hey, so the minute he just gets in and asked me, hey, nakunanukia vizuri, nikamwambia, I've cooked. He'd be like, hey, okay. So he sat down, I served him. By nature, I try and make it like the English kind of dinner, where you start with probably juice or dessert. If you have cake, because sometimes I buy cakes or whatnot, I start with cakes, just to make your mouth watery. After that, now I serve you the meal. After that, I serve you now the juice. And then after that, you can do maybe another dessert that is chocolate or ice cream or something. That's what I usually do for my guest. So when he comes, and I serve him. I start with nini. So we eat, we talk, you know. And that particular time, he's seated here, I'm seated somewhere there. You know, we're just having a chat. We're listening to music, like it's a very cool vibe. So in the process of it all, I don't know what happened. I don't know how our conversation led to another. And started talking about how we feel for each other. So he started opening up. Me and I'm like, okay. So he speaks out, and he really spoke in a very articulate manner where he made me understand how he feels. And you know, as men in this generation don't want you to know how they feel. They kind of they want to build a firewall there that as much as they have feelings for you, they don't want to talk. So for his case, he did talk about it. He made me understand, and that's something I really appreciated, you know. And from there, I even told him, oh, I also like you, blah blah. I also told him how I felt and blah blah blah. And then in the process of it all, blah blah blah, he asked if we were willing to try, but at the back of my mind, I was thinking, this guy, man, I've known him for like 9 months or 10 months, heading towards a year. But when it comes to, whenever I ask a question related to his social status, he always just beats around the bush, you know. But at that particular time, was be like, who boys are busy and so maybe that just slid in my mind, you know. There was a time it was a concern for me, but I did not just take it as much as with as much sikuzingatia kuhusiana na what like about his social status, you know. And I felt it's not in my position to actually press on. But that particular time when he asked if we could try, yeah, I told him. So I asked him, by the way, are you seeing somebody? Are you married? Have you ever been married before? You know? And for him, he'd be like, oh, you know me, I've had bad experiences with relationships. I do not want to talk about them for now. You're going to get to know a little bit later. So I was like, okay, fine. You know, there are different kinds of aspects of people's lives that they don't really want to put out there. And as much as you can be friends with them for a very long time, they prefer you getting to know bits by bits. So I understood, because there are people who are not really much as open concerning some dark past that you do have. So I assumed probably has a dark past and he doesn't want to talk about it and whatnot. So, and that's something, that was the red flag 001 that I really much ignored. Hey! So fast forward, so that we don't make this video very long. We got into it. The lovey-dovey thing. We started dating. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5. And it got to a point where I was like, babe, I want to go and get to your house, you know. He always started giving me excuses. Yani, he started giving me excuses, I was like, this is so big too much. At the same time, we're like, oh, you know, by the time I'm getting there, But by the time I'm going back to Nairobi, I'm so tired, you know. You live somewhere that is closer to my convenience. I can always come, you know. We're gonna get the stupidness and the idiots in myself did not think of any circumstances that why this man was refusing me to actually go to his house. Hey, guess what? Can I drop the bombshell? This later on, that's when I came to realize this guy is married. And you know when I realized this guy was married? I knew that one, which was 1 year down the line. That is 2 years after I've known him. 2 years after I've known him. 1 year of dating, 1 year of friendship. And that particular time, our girl is zipped. Yeah, Nikon down in that. Nikon done. Oh my God. Kama ushasikia mtu anaikilanga box ni kama umefungiwa juju kidogo na umefanya hivi. I was in. Yani I was in. Hey. Hey. Nilikuwa ndani like the stupid idiot I was. Like the stupid girl I was in love. And I'm telling you, love is a very stupid thing, but it's a very nice thing. A very stupid thing, to be honest. It's a very stupid feeling, but at the same time, oh my God. The minute you're becoming love, you close this. You close your head, Abby. You close your face. Your eyes cannot see anything. You see the way people usually say, oh, I cannot see anything. I cannot see anything. Nothing. And even after, you see the stupid me, the reason why I'm saying I was stupid and idiotic was, do you know, even after I knew he was married, I did not leave this man. Hey, Wambui, Auntie, I did not leave this man. I swear to God, I didn't leave this man. You know, I was like, I told him, oh, we need to take a break. Even after I knew he was married. No, but that particular time he was trying to apologize. You know, I didn't want to break your heart. You know, I was also deep in it. We have an issue with this lady. Like am I stupid? You know, right now I look at myself and be like, are you stupid? Are you foolish? What kind of rubbish is this? You know? Like, I was even thinking to myself, like, why didn't I even ignore the first sentence? I wouldn't have gotten myself into this particular position. Me, I'm telling you right now, if I look at that particular time, I was like under a spell, my friends. I was stupid. I was idiotic. Girls out there or ladies out there, please do not be stupid like me. Because I'm telling you, fast forward, you know, even after I knew he was married, I didn't leave this man. I just took out like a 1 month break, and the next month I was back like nothing happened. Because I was stupidly in love. I was stupidly in love. Nakwambia sai nijikute. So even after that, you know, I kind of felt bad. I was, honestly speaking, looking at it right now, it feels very bad to have engaged with a married man and I didn't know. And the reason why I'm saying it's my fault is because I did not, when I knew he was married, I didn't take the stand to leave him right away. Let me tell you what happened. After I knew he was married, I took a month's break or something to just think about it and be like, you know, I had already created a bond with this guy. I was starting to feeling, I mean, I had wasted 2 fucking years, stupid years with this particular person. Like 1 year friendship, because I still counted because we were still in interaction, like on a daily. My own himself on my hey. I saw him like my future husband. It's somebody I saw like the father of my kids. The stupid me. Nandi ukweli. Hey! Usi why? Hey! Ladies, do not ever try, I'm telling you. So after this guy, after I even knew he was married and whatnot, the stupidity in me of being in love made me still continue the relationship with him. And he was serious, he was having issues with his wife. Probably that's the reason why I didn't even suspect him for the first time, because we used to talk even late night. So which married man will be talking late night with you? Very late. He would even video call very late. All to realize this guy is married for like 6 years. He had a wife and he had a child. Omeka, you know? And after Sasa, I knew he started becoming very open about it. You know, he'd be like, now the fact that you know, sister, now I don't want to lose you, but you know, at the same time, I still don't want to. So, the minute I think about it, I feel stupid. I feel stupid. I still stayed with him, and that particular time we started having issues because we would argue a lot on instances of, oh, so now you knew I had a wife, so that's why the reason why you behaving like this. And we start putting some stupid blames on me just because he knows now I know he has a wife. So I would put some limit, you know. But I was trying as much as possible to actually get done over with him. But the problem with love is it's a very stupid feeling, to be honest. So I stayed with him. We would go out. But it just got to a point that my turning point came in where one day I just decided and be like, I am done and over with this man. I don't care how I feel about him, but I'm done. You know, the reason about the problem with dealing with a married man, probably, and this is why you didn't know he was married, is you had already developed feelings about this particular person. You had seen a future with him. And you know, it's very hard for you to figure yourself being the other woman in the picture. And for me, I have never and always never thought I can be the other woman in the picture. Honestly. Until to date, I have never pictured myself again. Never. It's either I'm number one or not. Or never in the picture. It's simple as that, you know. And I started thinking about the fact that probably this lady somewhere, she cries every day because of me. She feels I'm the one who's destroying her marriage. When on the other side of things, I did not know this man was married until later on. Because, you know, you would find even this man would spend a weekend with me. So I would not even be worried about his whereabouts. I know he's at work. He would video call every day. So I did not have any sense of me not knowing about this man's affairs. You understand? And what hurt me the most is the ignorance, the arrogancy that I had of not even trying to deep dive into this man's life, you know, get to ask questions. Because for me, I was in love. I was never asking the hard questions, you know. And something bad about it is we forget there are very serious matters that can overcome in the long run that you can ignore right now. You understand? Like the instance where I never asked why I never used to go to his place, only to realize he had a wife and used to go home to his wife. And sometimes later on is when I was asking myself, why was this guy video calling? Only to realize he had a spare bedroom where he used to go and talk to me when he was there. Like, yeah. So that's the reason why I'm telling you guys, the availability of married men in the dating sphere in Nairobi, it's just crazy. Married men are in the dating scene more than single men. Fast forward, so the turning point for me was when I decided to break things up. Not because I was not in love with this particular person, but I became the bigger person. I became the bigger person in the sense that I did not want to engage with a married man. Quote unquote, brushing off the idea that he has a wife. You know, I do not want to hurt any woman outside there being with their man unknowingly or knowingly that I am dating your man and you know you're married to them. I mean, I take matrimony as something that is very hard, like it's very sacred for me. I would not want to experience that if I was in her possession. And that's the reason why I had to cut and end up with this. I mean, I had to get done. Man. I still had feelings and it took time for me to actually heal back. But I think I made the right decision to actually do it, because I tend to feel if I would have prolonged with that kind of affair, because it will stop becoming a relationship, started becoming an affair. And it makes you are the other woman to the relationship. Please, ladies out here, you're married, you're dating a married man, please put yourself as if you are married to this particular man and this man has another woman outside there. I did not care if his wife knew I was there, but it did not clear up with me in my conscience that I'm gonna be there. You understand? I don't want to be the reason why a woman cries every day because her marriage is failing. I do not want to be the reason why another woman feels bad or is treated badly because, quote unquote, this man has another woman. You understand? I'm not the kind of person who's open to polygamy. I have never been and will never be. But ladies, when you get into relationships with people, please, can you always do your due diligence? I mean, that's the part that I really scrapped out from this kind of scenario, you understand? And it will have helped me to stop engaging this particular person from the word go, you understand? And I think, ladies, it's high time where we stop thinking about ourselves and what this men do for us, and also look at the bigger picture of if this particular person is married, please can you stop engaging with them. It's very bad for you to break someone's marriage just because you're of your selfish reasons or whatnot. And for married men, please get out of the dating scene. Man, you're becoming too much. Some of you look very good. Some of you dress very nicely, you smell very nicely, you have whatever it takes to be in the dating field, but please leave out. Leave the single man to do these things, man. In my scenario, I was not there for the money because I had already established myself in my different kind of things. I used to pay my bills. This guy would come to my house, but he would not pay for even a single coin. Like, there was no instance where I asked him for money. Because I was so self-independent, and I still am, to a point where I did not think of this man as something else, as quote unquote, as which Nairobi ladies or people nowadays do. Like, you have to find a man who can provide for you. For me, it was not even about the providing or anything of sort. It was about how I felt for him and how, the interaction that we had, you know, understand the relationship that we had. And you know how somebody can live your life and you don't feel a void? I kind of felt the void on an emotional part, but not on in other part of me. Like, so when I decided to leave, it was a decision I woke up and decided to do. And I think to date, it's the best decision I've ever made when it comes to that particular aspect. And I would advise any other young lady, knowingly or unknowingly, if you know this man is married by any chance, please leave the relationship. I would not advise you to stay in a relationship where you have a man who's married and you think you have a future with him. To be honest, I had foreseen my future with this particular person, but it just got to a point where I would not want to be the cause of a failed marriage just because I was selfish. I do not want to ruin someone's relationship because I do not want somebody to ruin mine just because of the selfish reasons. I mean, I'm not a selfish person as an individual, and I do not, okay, I would not want anybody else to come and spoil my marriage or anything or such, just because of the selfish reasons. Sorry to say, men will always be men. They're always going to look for something good, that and they always have the best at home. But yeah, that was my lesson, you know. And that's the reason why I'm saying married men, and in married men in dating spheres in Nairobi, in the dating scene in Nairobi, is on the rise compared to single men. I mean, ladies, stay woke. Anyway, this is just to encourage anybody who has had the same experience as well. You can comment, by the way, if you've had the same experience, comment down below and tell me what you have experienced and how you moved past it and how you intend not to get yourself in the same position. If you really liked my story, comment down below and say yes, and also comment down below and tell me what other story you want to hear from me, or something you want me to comment about, to talk about. Apart from that, thank you guys for watching, liking and subscribing. We're currently at 2,900,000 subscribers. Please, let's head to 3,000 subscribers. Don't forget to also watch this video till the end. And guys, we are open for business. Wambui and Kidkora, we're open for business in YouTube and in Instagram. And also don't forget to follow me in Instagram. My handle is @Wambui Kidkora. I'm gonna put it down below. Don't also go and follow me in Instagram. We're open for business in terms of advertising, market affiliates. For brands who want to work with me, you can also reach me in my email. That is Wambui and Kidkora. It will be down below here. So yeah, it's been nice, it's been real. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and I love you guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Adios.